don't have Rex on my overview. Oh,
Well-
I've got. Yeah.
Damn, dude, look at all those tie-ins.
Are we able to see blues, please? Is that possible?
Oh, come on. You know he doesn't have any blues.
Are they both red to you or neutral?
I think so.
Yeah. Everyone's red and neutral to me on this grid, except for like watches.
We are live, by the way, if you guys want to talk about it at all.
All right. So we're seeing what? So the supers and titans are at the bottom from AOM, and then is the blob up top? Is you'll have to look at the ships probably individually, but is that mostly AOM, RR, and Dracarys?
Give me a sec. I'll set AOM orange so we can see the different colors.
I was going to say, if you fuck with your standings, you can probably make this a lot easier to see.
Luke, you about to feed?
Mate, this was never supposed to happen. It's just snowballed massively.
Mav. Look,
Hello?
did you see what happened?
It's 50
No.
to 44 at the moment, which is not actually that bad.
You didn't get a ping in this Discord?
Oh, did the ping thing happen? Damn, dude. The ping bot is in here. Pog.
Plug Jim. All right. So is
These
Greg?
scans are in Cesspool.
Who's
Okay,
Greg?
so neutral is Fraternity. Orange is AOM, and red is Ranger Regiment and Dracarys.
That's a lot of supers.
It's a decent amount of red for being fucking what 11 in the morning.
No, it's about 10. It was about 10 in the evening for the Chinese.
Yeah, it's about 10, 11, yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have Ranger Regiment Dracarys aren't that big, so surprised.
Well, no, the red people are. The red people are.
Okay, red is Initiative, Red Alliance, Ranger Regiment. Yeah, Ranger Regiment's got a chunk of zealots.
Yeah, that is a lot. I'm surprised there's a red fleet out there, like, I think they'd be more preoccupied defending their home, Lamau.
What's the timer at? Just hover over the...
6 minutes. 6 minutes paused.
It's
They've
like
done
90%.
Yeah, they've done about 5%, 10%, yeah.
It's just the war of the subs, right? Because the supers and titans need the subs on grid.
Yeah.
That whoever sub fleet gets wiped first.
Are there any does Frat have any capitals on grid?
We had nothing in Esoteria when we did this.
Oh man.
If you notice though, there were Keepstars like ATAC 1 that have been transferred away from AOM now.
Locals currently at 1700.
So the story behind this is effectively there are a lot of the AOM Keepstars are no longer with AOM now, so this got refed to stop it from being transferred potentially. Not after like a full move up and pre-planning and everything else.
He's AOM Super Fleet. And capitals. Not many facts. Oh, there's a couple of facts.
Small super fleet, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's, you got 6, 7 Titans up on between the goalposts.
I think this is where it falls into the sub-cap war, right? Because if AOM and RR lose their sub-fleets, for example, then those supers and titans will need to tether, probably.
Well, the problem is, I guess Fraternity fleet is fighting on a grid against supers and titans and subcaps on top of a Keepstar.
Oh yeah, we fully expect this to repair, right?
Tell me how titans are at shooting subcaps. I'll wait.
They were earlier, at least.
They may be shooting, doesn't mean they're doing anything.
Yeah, true. But this is the worst kind of grid you can fight on, right? I guess there's no fighter blobs actually, so but I'm sure there will be at some point in time.
Now I'm wondering if Frat has any. Is this too far away to Dread Bomb?
Yeah.
Miles away.
That sounds like quitter attitude. You got
even with Junkett, it's gonna be a while. before like Frag can get anything down there.
Start gating. Let's go.
And when we say while, I mean it's like by subcap,
Yo,
direct gate to gate, it's like 65 gates.
Gate dreads through TK, I'll let you go on.
I think you might. I don't think anyone else would, Helios.
Yeah, that would
Well,
certainly be
I know
interesting to
that the
see.
Titans aren't tethered at the moment, which means they're probably
They have
shooting.
been firing.
Is that the skin? Is that the skin, or are they firing DDs?
That looks like the Christmas.
That's the skin, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm in potato mode, so
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the skin.
I think that's the star from the Christmas skin.
Mm-hmm.
Still paused.
Yeah, it's been paused for about half an hour now.
Now, who are they transferring all the structures to?
The A1 one went to Red Alliance, I believe.
There was one that went to XX, wasn't there?
That was the Omist one, though. I think it was to do with the whole FE Vapor thing.
Why do I only have avatars? Where are like the Ragnarkoks?
There's one.
Is your stream on the Twitch?
Hey, there's one.
No, it's mine.
Oh, the quality is awful, dude.
F.
The one on Discord looks so much better than the one on Discord.
On the stream,
it's gonna do that, but it's fine. In a few jumps, I'll have like actual eyes on it, allegedly, if I make it. So.
Actual eyes.
Yeah, like from my computer to right in.
Yeah. Instead of it being me in Australia to Discord in America to
Redline's the one who is live.
Redline's live.
Oh, okay.
Damn, why did that ping take so much longer?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Discord? All right.
Did you have a delay set on it?
No, I don't.
Well,
that's weird.
That's a different type of notification. That's fine.
I mean, we can try spreadsheet mode, see if that clears it up a bit.
No, come on. Come on, dude. What do you mean? It's fine. It's okay. So what are we seeing here? Let's take a look.
So orange. All right, guys. So if you're just watching, this is a fight going on in R-ARKN between Fraternity and AOM and friends against AOM's Keepstar. They currently have about 90% of the Keepstar armor down. This is an armor timer. There's 6 minutes left on repair. You're looking at Ranger Regiment is red, just because it's what I've got for Alliance standings. Fraternity is set neutral, so the whites are Fraternity, and AOM is set orange. There's local is currently up to 1700. AOM has Titans and a super-ish fleet on field. They've got about 12 Titans, I believe, and various other supers. If you want the if you want the D scans, they're in the cesspool, so you're gonna have to join the Discord. At the moment, I think looking at the battle reports, last I saw, it was pretty even, but they're not bothering to go against the capitals. They're literally just shooting subcaps and the Keepstar, I believe.
At the moment, 60 bill down, AOM and Co are 47.
To be expected that one side has numbers on it and a Keepstar versus the other one only having subs.
Oh, hey, there's the tie-dye.
Are there any other players pinging to like come join the fray, or do they think it's going to be over?
Well, you got to think Fraternity's ping about this was, if anyone comes and helps AOM, we will destroy you too.
I'm taking the NC. Hopefully, dude. Might as well cause more drama.
Some real I dare you type shit. Come on now.
There was a Horde fleet roaming around there, so hour and a half ago.
So
it never came to this grid, but it was in A1, I think.
Just so our ping relay people don't kill me, this wasn't from ours. This was given to me from someone else. Fraternity's ping is there will be an EUTZ, USTZ fleets throughout the day in the next 24 hours. AOM will have allies, but whoever stands with them will die with them. Keep an eye out for pings. And that came from a retired EVE player, Norris. I'll shoot me fleet invite if you want. Redline if you're here and you can walk to me.
I think I'm good.
Well,
Maybe.
the thing is, like, looking at this, Fraternity have their fleet at 0 on the Keepstar, and so do AOM, which means that whoever's gunning has to be careful, especially if the supers and stuff have got their fighters out. Which I don't think I've currently got on. Hang on, let me change my overlay. Yeah, so they've currently got their fighters out at the moment, and I know
Oh,
one's
you
going
had
to have a.
fighters.
Yeah. I like my overlays. The one
Fighting
having
on the model basically stops you using PDS if you're running
PDS.
fighters.
Yeah, because they will PDS the fighters, and obviously they don't want that at the moment.
Does PDS surely not like have more of an effect here than like the small amount of supers they have on grid? Like, think about all the people who would be broadcasting and shit.
Do they not have carriers there as well? I'm sure I saw carriers earlier.
Yeah. There's a couple of R-ARKNs on the field. There's also a few dreads. I see a nag. There's an R-ARKN, a Thani. So I think they've got 1 or 2 minnows that I saw. You got a monitor down there from Frat. Now I recognize Garvin. He was an FC during the Dell Force, so yeah, looks like he's an anchor for a secondary fleet. Because I can see what appears to be 2 Munin fleets. Because you got 1
That's
blob
a lot of
on
monos.
Garvin. You got 1. So what do we got? So FC's on AOM side is Sabres 001, Fishbull HH. Dracaris has Apple Reborn and Target Chaser. Fraternity have LJW, Rexana, Garvin, Governor Tour. I'm not going to try. Lauren
Lauren Gauzy
Lawson
and Drone.
Okay,
Now,
cool.
I know for a fact some of those are alts of other monitors.
Yeah.
So they might be their backup.
But yeah, so it looks like Garvin is a secondary anchor. As I said, looks like there's a Munin fleet here where the camera is. Look, sorry for the quality. I'm Australian. It's bouncing through so many fucking servers.
And that's going to change in 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Looks like Corzine doesn't appear to be anchor unless they're anchored by orbit. Actually, yeah, it looks like they are. They're bouncing off him. So it looks like Gauzy Military is the FC of what appears to be the main Fraternity Munin fleet. And okay, so you got a better camera now.
Can you go live in Cesspool so we can do the commentary, not super delayed?
Yeah, sure. So it looks like some of these subs are actually killing AOM dreads. I see you can see an AOM explosion here. Yes, and I'm gonna put it on the screen as well. The who is who. Obviously, because I'm a frat pet, I'm blue to frat. Sorry.
True, actually true.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible dreads are dying now at this point because it's possible that the subs have just gone, look, we're not going to actually kill this. Let's inflict as much damage as possible. So that's what I would end up doing, I guess.
Just giving up.
Oh, I'm running a 1070, right? I have to play in potato mode. I can't see pretty explosions.
Can you hover over the keep? Is it still paused?
If everyone's watching red lines, I'll kill mine.
Still paused. Interesting.
I'm kind of surprised it's still paused, to be honest.
Not really. It doesn't. Okay, so it does take a chunk of DPS to keep it paused, but with the 2 Fraternity fleets on field at the moment, if you've got the major one like doing the proper alpha and everything, that secondary fleet looks like it does have enough does have enough mutants to keep it paused. They're probably doing dick all damage, but they're doing it enough to keep it paused. It looks like there's some more AOM capitals undocking.
Do we think Frat's going to send more people, or if this fleet gets demolished, that's it?
I don't think so. I think based on the amount of tie-dye and the percentage it's currently at, I don't think this is going to happen. Like,
I think it
what,
depends
like,
how long it stays paused in tie-dye for. You can easily see as it start if it kicks into like 1700 kind of onwards, and that's an hour. Seems unlikely, but then you're starting to get into EU time zones.
yeah.
Looks like tie-dye is starting to lessen up a bit. When I came in, it was 11%. It's up to 16% now.
It's the structure at red line.
90% still, probably.
You can't see it?
I can't say percentage.
Well, neither can I, but
Looks like it's down about 1 pip, Mav.
Yeah.
I have to target the
Nobles.
In a shuttle.
Not in a shuttle.
Oh, you're not in a shuttle. Okay.
Redline, you might want to like not show your corp chat that literally just says "fuck Euros."
I mean, fuck
Kinda
Euros, honestly.
Toxic. Fuck you, Redline.
I mean, it's not like they toast iHubs or anything.
I did toast the fucking iHub, alright? You shit.
I don't know, man. The majority says no.
Yeah, the majority is fake news.
Yeah, it looks like the Keepstar hasn't gone down at all.
Still paused.
Yeah, it's still paused, but it hasn't gone down at all.
Well, no, not at this percentage and how much of a health pool that a Keepstar has. It will take a fair amount to make a noticeable change.
I know that Keepstar is plated. It's got at least one plate.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, how long did Keepstars take in the Delve War when they were pretty... I mean, not quite that level of tie-dye, but...
Well, one of them was 14 hours? Or was
that...
that...
14
that was
hours.
too, right?
Yeah.
That was like 99% tie, like 1% tie, right? So
and they weren't using hacks; they were using ravens. So bigger damage.
Yeah, I know there was one. So the NPC Delve Keepstars.
Like
I mean, those took a long time, and a lot of it was just throwing subcaps at it.
Yeah, it was a fucking never-ending stream of subcaps. I think 1 trillion in battleships.
Yeah, something like that. BR 75 to 60 at the moment.
It's not as bad as the one I saw earlier.
Was that the one that was split 3 ways, though?
Oh, maybe.
So this is the condensed one that has... Yeah, the previous one had Dracarys and RR split into a third column for the Imperium.
That makes sense.
So, are there three frat fleets here?
Yeah, I want to know, how...
There were originally. So the original D-scan I saw was 800 and something in local. And that was split across 3 fleets, and then I think like a random tackle fleet.
No, because I'm looking, and I've got 3 groups of mutants, all from Frat, but they're moving in like 3 separate lines towards the same thing. It actually looks badass. It's like a claw or something. It's weird. I don't know where they're going, but
I'm gonna bring a little salt to the table here, but looking at the local D-scan, there's like 1,200 Frat and AOM people in local. maybe 1,300. My math's bad. Like, imagine if we had an extra 1,300 dudes in the Delve War.
Don't even get me
You'd still hit max
started.
tie-dye coming into 1DQ and we'd have still died horribly on that game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like 1,300 extra dudes, like it might have pushed the balance. But
Also, remember, do
yeah.
you remember time zones though when this fight started?
When did this fight start? Actually,
14:56 was the timer when it came out, which meant everyone was forming at about 1400, which is about 10 p.m. China local.
yeah.
Oh, so it's late for them.
It was still pretty late, but it was like early enough that you could still have a fight, right?
I think at the moment, because it's 3 a.m. for me, Australian Eastern Standard Time, so it should be 11 p.m. CNTZ, possibly 12.
Now it is, 1 second. It's midnight CNTZ at the moment.
Okay, I've got daylight saving.
Beijing is GMT plus 8.
And they probably still got another like 6 hours at this rate, dude.
Mm-hmm. Look, it's going to come down to, like it was with the feed stars and NPC Delve, it's going to come down to whether Fraternity have the drive to just keep literally throwing bodies. I mean, you catapult enough bodies at a brick wall, and eventually the brick wall will break.
It's reships, dude. That's where they're going to struggle.
Reships is the big one, right? At least like FWST was in range of 1DQ.
Yeah, like
Esoteria is like the other side of New Eden from where we live.
So it's definitely going to come down to that. Like, I'm waiting to see if we're going to start seeing, like we did with Goons towards the end, if we're going to start seeing some ratting ships pop up, Vexes, Ishtars.
We're not ratting in Esso, right? So
I think there was already a Vexer fleet dude from Frat.
What was that, Harris?
Sure, I've already seen some Vexers from Frat somewhere.
It might have been from Frat U.
What are the?
No, it was Frat Vexers.
What are the laser beams shooting? Are those the Avatar or something?
Yeah.
What
those are they're shooting the subcaps, obviously.
What a fucking waste.
I mean, it's not like Fraternity have any caps on field to shoot. So.
Dock up, reduce the tie-dye. They provide nothing.
They'd look cool, though.
It'd be more effective just bosoning randomly and hoping they hit somebody.
I was honestly kind of hoping to see that.
Apparently, I can't confirm this because I'm in a shuttle, but someone else who's closer on the field is saying that they're going for a headshot.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Headshot on the the fleet? Oh, the Titans are going for a headshot on a Frat FC?
Oh, you can see them
Apparently?
Good luck.
Click on like where they're shooting and then click zoom in. And you're better to see like what they're shooting. Yeah, you can see it's whatever. Zoom out a little bit more. Yeah, it's whatever that is. In the top left.
No, that's not the Titans, dude.
That's not Titans, though. Those are the fighters.
My bad. It's quite hard to see when it's like 0.1 FPS.
Yeah, no, you're right.
There.
But it looks pretty.
Throw a laser, dudes.
Huh?
Yeah, lancing.
Should have a better graphics card.
I'm gonna laugh if somebody took that advice. Now, question: would it be more advantageous to just abandon the Keepstar and just start shooting supers?
I think they need more subcaps to actually kill them.
There's dreads and carriers there they could kill.
So Luke, you're in Fraternity, right?
Yes.
Is this a CTA for you guys, or is this higher?
No, this is a CTA for the CN side, but not for the EN side. So it's Straton for the.
He said it was a troll ref. The whole thing was a troll ref.
Yeah. The original reinforcement was a troll ref. I mean, they're going to go for it if we can go for it, right? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
We spent the best part of 12 hours after we refed it going, I don't really know why that worked. Do we actually do something about it? And it kind of felt like as you've refed it and it's a Keepstar and it's AOM with the Frat history, it's more important to form for it, even at the disadvantage of it being a Keepstar grid and us not having our super fleet down, than just go, now we're not going to follow up on it.
There's go to the bottom. Never mind. Bad view. So is Fire XIX, are they on the side of AOM or Fraternity?
I am not sure. I would need to.
Or are they just third party?
Find out. They might just be third party. I'd have to double check.
I can see.
I've literally been at work all day, so I've seen D scans, but that's kind of it.
So I can see a bunch of AOM pods in bubbles and Fire warping out.
At least then they're definitely killing AOM at that point, right? Whether or not they're killing Frat as well, would have to take a look at the deaths.
Well, Fire's been poking, obviously, Red Alliance and stuff, so they may just be trying to focus on any of their presence as well.
Looks like the person who toasted 68FT is in the cesspool saying that XIX are with Frat.
What the fuck? That's fake news.
What, that
Alright,
XIX are with Frat?
No, that they toasted 68FT. Wait, that's
Thanks
fucking.
Thanks for
fucking common, dude.
That's
first of
fucking
all, I just want to
spicy,
say thank
isn't it?
you for toasting 68FT. It's salute to you, my friend.
Yo, you're a
And,
fucking
thanks for the info.
liar. I don't know. I dragged them in. I don't know who. I'm pretty sure it's spicy, isn't it?
It's spicy. No, I saw him do it. Definitely was him.
Fuck off, Aquila.
Yeah. We all know it wasn't Mav. That's why he's fighting it so hard.
Bruh. Why did you rename me Redline? What the fuck?
Because we're hosting, they need to know who we are.
Come on, man.
No, they don't need to know who I am. I'm irrelevant.
You're right, they can't
The
even
only
see
thing
your
they
name on
need
the
to
screen,
know.
so...
Yeah, exactly. The only thing they need to know is that I toasted 68 first.
Favela Doggies, he who did not post
What'd you just call
trash
me?
talk whenever he feels.
Doggies. Mavel Doggies.
Dog ears.
Thanks for
No,
the Twitch baby there, DJ Robin.
XIX
Alright.
is with Frat.
Are they actually? Let me look at the local scan.
Okay, well, that would explain why there's a lot of AOM fucking pods in those XIX bubbles.
Yeah, there was 68 XIX. Interesting.
I'm actually surprised the Keepstar still paused.
To be honest, so am I.
It might just be tie-dye. Redline, can you bring up your outstanding calls window? I'm wondering how bad the tie-dye is. Can't remember how you do that.
Why do you have your anomaly window open, Redline?
Oh my god.
That's not the anomaly window, it's the probe scanner.
No, do you need that out?
I know all you do is use it to find the anomalies you warp to, but it does have some valid uses. I feel bad whenever I bully you, Dawn.
Good.
Yeah.
Does anyone in chat have Tarkov to play with?
I have Tarkov. I'm shit though.
So, it looks like local has gone down like 200 some people though. So, I mean...
Holy shit, there's 200 people watching this shit.
Yeah.
So, this very engaging content.
It's the only thing that's been happening in this game for the past...
There's anything else going on a random Thursday in January?
Especially in this time zone, like.
And yes,
we had
Frat
the Doctor Who stream the other day.
Frat are just attacking with subcaps. And yeah,
very engaging tie-dye while I crab and pretend to do work. Very engaging content. I love Twitch chat. It's my favorite.
Who's those neutral fleets by the supers?
One of them was... So this one, let me see. That is
like
DC?
the one in the bottom left. Okay.
Is that Dracarys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And then what could go wrong and some other randos are over here.
Oh, that's the RMC and Co.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised to see RMC
here.
Like,
is some Serbs that are way too close to a fight. It looks like, I don't know.
Why? These guys love scrapping.
Those zealots. Oh, it's Ranger Regiment.
Oh,
Now,
pellets. Okay.
how is
Oh, that person stole my name.
Who
They
did?
have my fucking. I saw someone with the Dorgia's surname, bro, stolen from the name pool.
How quickly can you
Doggies.
get reinforcements?
Damn, how did I just move the camera that much?
Well, apparently Fraternity are reinforcing 2 jumps out, so they've got 1 jump without tie-dye and then a tie-dye shitfest to get into it.
Right. That's
Oh,
not
really?
Also, whether or not they're warping straight to their FC and whether or not AOM have been smart and have got bubbles in the way outside of the Keepstar PDS is another question.
They're actually running PDS now.
So this is AOM staging Keepstar, right?
Yeah, this is their staging.
Well,
I
one
don't see
cycle of
PDS.
the PDS. Well, I'm saying, like, if they get too many bubbles, one cycle of the PDS will clear the bubbles and not kill a fighter.
That's true.
You know what, Aquila? I'm surprised to see you here. Like, you normally don't like this, quote, null block shit tier stuff, quote.
Think anyone in there is having fun?
Absolutely.
No, not at all.
I think AOM's having a great time.
I mean, I jumped into fleet comms, and the frat guys are having a really good time.
Really?
Have they
Yeah,
got
'cause it's not about the number. Not every fight is about the numbers.
Or
Yeah,
the tie-dye is
Are
not
you
engaging.
playing the same EVE Online that I play?
It's shooting
Probably
shit.
not.
It's fun to
It's shooting
fucking
shit,
shoot
and
shit,
it's-
and this is a shooting gallery.
Yeah, it's a shooting shit. It's shooting stuff, and it's like the Chinese frat shooting at AOM. It's like Christmas come early. Like whether they lose or not, it's kind of irrelevant to a lot of them.
Christmas
Yeah,
is a
this is revenge for Serenity.
I say Christmas come early for the Chinese because obviously I'm talking
Okay,
about
you
Chinese
say
people.
it was revenge for Serenity. On Reddit says literally nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with it.
Shut up, idiot.
They say, fuck off, dickhead. They say it's not fucking revenge. But you're looking at the guys who lost the war in Serenity and all the fucking nullsec versus the guys
Norris
who
literally
won.
never played Serenity. Idiots. You're stupid.
Okay,
Like-
so anyways, while you guys were
It's a complicated story.
idiots.
There is a Serenity element for some
So-
corps.
There is a question in the chat: is what is AOM's strategy here? As it looks on the field, so just to be clear, this is AOM's Keepstar. They're defending it, and they've got a lot more on the field than Frat and their friends do. I don't think that Frat is going to be able to successfully reinforce this Keepstar at all.
but
I
there,
think
I
they
would
will.
agree with that. I
Yeah,
don't
but like,
think
what?
this is getting ref.
5% down.
You see, Frat still hasn't called in their blues. Alright? And fucking AOM can't back up anyone. Literally, AOM will fall within days.
But not
I
today.
mean, so like,
Not
you're
today, but
saying that,
within
right?
the
And
days.
you're saying that, and I was kind of shocked at their form up today. Like, I'm not even gonna lie
Okay.
to you. I was very
One
shocked
second.
at their form.
You
So.
said AOM will collapse within days. Can I quote you on that? Can you like say who you are and that you think that AOM will collapse
I
within
am
a few
Baldwin
days?
Shigoka, I back this statement.
Okay.
Literally went
And-
down to go fight with AOM. AOM didn't even show up. Their FC's there.
Okay.
They are
what-
dying.
Are
what
you
is-
the guy who made stupid rap videos?
Yes.
Yes, I am, and I will make another.
Okay. So you want to bet money on this?
You're saying
I'm
this.
not willing to.
You're saying this as a
Quilla's
as like
poor, can't afford
literally they
anything, dude.
formed like 700 dudes today. Like,
Yeah. So you think
Yeah,
AOM is going to
they're
collapse
FC
within
too.
days, but you're also not willing to bet on it.
I'm not willing to bet on it because it may
Coward.
not be days.
Coward. Coward.
Jeremy!
Okay, so what the fuck have I missed? I've been in school. Can someone give me the update as I go to lunch on what's happening?
Frat and them.
Alright guys, so if you're just joining us, Fraternity and is attacking an AOM Keepstar in R-ARKN. Keepstar is currently paused with 6 minutes remaining. They've got it down, I'm going to guess about 95, 90, possibly 85%-ish, around that kind of margin of error just by going off the pips.
I think we're
Currently
about 89.
1,400. There's currently about 1,400 in local, but it looks like local just is dipping at the moment. I don't know if that's like a fresh wave of capsules self-destructing or what.
No, that's a fleet that just got wiped.
Whose fleet got wiped?
There's bombs, it looks like, dude.
Okay.
Oh boy.
There's
Did
the
Pando
bombs
appear on
hitting.
grid?
No, bombs hitting the AOM.
No, this is a frat fleet. Well, it was a frat fleet. Now it's just pods.
Yeah, I don't think
I
this
think
is
Frat's
the.
just kind of like starting to feed.
Oh, yep,
Frat's
I
been
see
feeding
it.
for a while. I don't
The numbers are slipping. I mean, it was equal originally, but yeah, the numbers are slipping now.
No, I don't doubt that it was a good fight at the beginning, but it's just kind of starting to turn into like they're getting all their fighters out and starting to actually coordinate, shoot all of Frat.
Is this pause still?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
kind of
very surprising.
yeah, I'm kind of surprised it is paused. That's the thing that's kind of confusing. I'm not sure if tie-dye's just fucked up at this point.
I think that's possible.
I'm
It
very
must be like
surprised.
literally at the damage.
Yeah, it's not making any progress. I'm very surprised that Fraternity hasn't brought in some carriers or something like that and started to try to defang some of these super carrier fighters.
They do Fraternity, or
Yeah.
it's that shit's like so far away, right?
What is it? It's 15,000 DPS to pause the launch structure.
He
Yeah,
showed
Jeremy,
it'll do it.
you assume we have that much down there?
To pause it is
Oh,
75.
that's a fleet warping off. That's a fleet warping off.
So-
to
XIX warping off.
damage cap hits 93.
After this timer over, what is Frat gonna ping to boost their morale? Are they gonna say, "Good job, guys, we turbo fed," but
Are they gonna ping anything? Like, hey, they might just ping, hey, we didn't, win this fight. We're gonna try next
No,
time
it
with like
is
capital.
That's a good
Obviously,
bubble.
we took a fight on a super cap grid with a Keepstar and subcaps.
And fed off feeders, dude.
Super.
Mate,
Listen, Fraternity.
fucking stuff over a Coco. Fucking hell.
The problem is there is no way. There is no way to, as far as I'm aware anyway. There's no way to like. I guess.
Oh,
like,
that's
you could
amazing!
deploy-
That's amazing in Twitch chat. This was a preliminary assault to test the defenses of AOM. They didn't want to win the timer
Amazing.
anyway.
There's no way to like really not feed, I guess, unless you have like an overwhelming amount of supers and titans in the siege fort.
I mean,
Like, if
didn't
you
like
try and ref the keep with subcaps, you're fucked, I think.
Well, I
when
mean, look at it
Imperium
this
did
way:
this, right, in the
Fraternity got the
Delve.
initial reinforce off with bombers, and no reaction except for what Luke was saying was a couple of dribs and drabs undocking.
Random shit.
But why not go for it? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. What if they did come on this field and there was no counterfleet?
But that's not how that works.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Jeremy, they literally reinforced the fucking thing with bombers over hours with no.
Actually, it wasn't too bad. It was 40 minutes. The shoot was
Did
135.
they just not turn the PDS on when you were shooting it?
We were out of PDS range.
70Ks
Yeah.
on bombers.
No, but you were using missiles, right?
Oh yeah, I mean they can fold. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how well that effectively
The
get work.
Keepstar is no longer paused.
There we go.
Yeah, they're
It's
probably disengaging.
quite effective. If you turn the PDS on when someone's shooting it with bombers, you mitigate a chunk of DPS. Like it helps.
The thing is, right, AOM being a dominant CNTZ, I don't think they have any EU or US time zone FC. What we see is that these things get reinforced, right? And then they pre-ping to say, everyone turn up now or Keepstars an armor timer, right? Everyone will alarm clock. There'll be FCs around to counter it. And you get, you will have a defensive turnout. People don't just let their staging Keepstar after getting the shields ref turn up without a contest, right? That's not like how this game.
Yeah, I'd agree with that assessment.
That's a pretty solid assessment, but like I agree. Like I was AOM was like, yo, they're reinforcing the Keepstar with bombers. And started chuckling to myself the other day.
I think it looks like what's left on grid is now pulling off. I think a lot more neutral off.
I mean, in reality, putting the subcaps right there in the undock isn't a terrible idea because it makes the Doomsday completely ineffective because it's going to bounce to your own capitals. But if you don't have anything to defang the like the super carriers with, it doesn't really matter. They're going to shoot you faster.
The problem was there were harpies and things on grid originally to defang fighters, which is why the fighters weren't out right at the beginning of the fight. I think they managed to kill the groups that would have defanged them, and that's why they put their fighters out later on.
Well, I mean, we saw this in Delve, right? The harpies are very effective against fighters, but at the same time, they're only so effective without bringing in your capital.
What's
You
the
can't.
time red line? Overviews in the way.
What's up?
3 minutes.
Timer.
3 minutes, 40
3 minutes.
seconds.
Yeah, I think it's repairing. It's going to be repaired at this point. So.
Yeah, well, there's no other, like, there's nothing
Now, aren't they?
Fraternity left on grid that's not a capsule or an abandoned drone or a wreck.
That's GG, I think.
I think it is. You're right. So it would have been 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 hour fight.
I mean, look, overall, as I said, I'm not a big fan of the whole, it's all about the ISK, we need to kill more ISK. Like, that would have been a fun fight.
It would not have been a fun fight, Gale. I think you're wrong.
I how many Jeremy? Go fuck yourself. Do you know how many of these fights I was in every single one of the fucking feed stars on the end of the Keepstar, and I had fun for all 14 hours. So fuck you telling me what you think I find fun in this game.
I don't think this is a fun fight to have. Like in this level of tie-dye, it's just like if you're doing strategic level stuff and like you're coordinating and you're doing like some of like the meta stuff in the game, like I think it could be like
all you do is just have
more engaging.
Eve on one screen, like Netflix on another. Press F1 every 5 minutes.
And the thing is, right? What people find engaging in this game is making progress towards objective and helping the alliance. Right?
I don't think that's fun, Jeremy. I don't think anyone finds that fun.
That line.
Empire builders might like that, but like.
Okay, well, fair. I think if there would have been an actual like avenue to contest this with, not just like feeding for like the sake of intel, essentially. I think if there would have been a clear objective here, it would have been a much better fight for them to take a clear way to
clear objective.
No, a clear way to win. Way to win.
Jeremy.
Wait,
I
Jeremy,
misspoke.
Jeremy, have you come up with the like absolutely mind-bending new revelation that if there is a way to win, it is usually more fun?
Apparently, I don't know, dude. That's still in development for Tappy.
Why? So like, Luke was literally saying that this was refed as like a non-serious like. You know,
I see. So that's the copium.
So, no, it's not copium.
No, but like
if you ref it in bombers, I mean, that's not fucking copium, right? It's literally like going to ref in vexers.
If you were gonna actually want to seriously follow up on this, I think you would want a siege fort.
But they did follow up.
Who the fuck's gonna sit there for like 45 minutes in a bomber? Just
they tried to follow up on it and they didn't. So now they're fucking pinging to improve morale, saying that it wasn't serious, we weren't actually trying, blah 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 blah. Copium.
Someone put in the Twitch chat, I've heard that the most engrossing gameplay that Maval Dorgius pursues is not toasting iHubs.
Yeah.
Pretty true, actually.
It's delegating it to other people.
I injected into my hyper super last night though, like
wow, are you gonna do anything with it?
Once again, Spicy, thank you for reffing that I have.
It, dude.
It was
me and Jeremy like fucking gated it.
Oh no.
I was ready to like kill some stuff on the way. We should have tried to find a Vexer.
True childlike equality.
It was 2 in the morning for me. I was gonna go to bed. I wasn't about to go blobs hunting.
It was like 7 a.m. for me. That is true.
So if you guys are watching this fight, and you ever feel like FCing, a word of advice: don't warp to 0 on a wreck on grid, because if you got bombers, that's just
over.
Oh, I'm aware, but if the amount of times we got bombed after a fight was over on the way home because we walked to something at 0, you know?
To be honest, like, you can warp to a grid, you just have to, sorry, R-ARKN, you just have to, like, not warp in point formation.
They did, 0. They warped at 0.
In point? Right.
And fucking Piggles got half the fucking, like, AU dude's bomb. Fucking, what was it, like, 90 bill?
Yeah, that was one hell of a clusterfuck. You know what the most depressing thing about that was? We just kept doing it for like a few days. We just kept ramming like multiple fleets through a gate at the same time. Like.
So, anyways, sorry to interrupt your conversation, but so the Keepstar is fully reinforced. I'm sorry, it's fully healed. It's repaired now. Look, man, it's been a rough day. Anyways, the
Locals dropped
Keepstar
by
is fully
700.
repaired, and local has dropped by like 600-700 people. You're right, and it looks like everything's pretty much done here. So, other than, I guess what's next? So, Luke, you said this was a troll
Mobile
ref.
tractor units getting
Well, of
anchored
course.
now.
Kale, over Kale.
I was gonna say this is good info for Frat to see what they're gonna really deal with. And
So considering this is AOM staging system, those ADMs don't look very high. Can you hover over the ADM thing, Redline?
4.5, something like that?
Yeah, 4.5.
Oh, okay. So Mill and Strat is max. It's just no indie.
Have they even got this set as the capital system?
No, they don't. Otherwise, it would be max. Then it would have
Yeah.
a star.
Yeah, I think they
What
changed it recently.
What is AOM's capital system?
Probably I don't know. I would have said A1 maybe, but
No, DTX. DTX 8 tap.
right, yeah. I think R-ARKN is like their formal staging, but yeah, their capital obviously different.
Is DTAC-P still our capital system?
No, it's somewhere in Outer Passage now.
Is it not Todd?
So
like
Mav,
Tesla
did you toast this iHub?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Oh,
it's already
wow,
it's already
toasted,
reinforced. So
Yeah.
I was checking to see if it was you.
It toasted 2 or 3 hours ago, I think.
So they did actually like get like a an achievement, an objective done here. Like they toasted the iHub. So if they can ref the or if they can kill the iHub, then they can put their own iHub in, get a staging fort down.
The DTAC-P iHub is owned by Initiative.
Yeah, they killed it last
night.
night.
It is.
Yep.
They last night they took a fleet out and they did some self warfare.
I mean, Esso is kind of just a dumpster fire at this point, right? So.
Yeah, for those who don't know, DTEC-P used to be test staging system, I believe.
Yeah, back
when
Wouldn't it be funny if AOM beat Frat?
I don't.
I would have a giggle.
I mean, no, like I wouldn't find it funny either way. To be honest, like, I'm not that invested.
I would have a giggle.
Well, this may be the first tentative steps in either the destruction of AOM or a rather drawn out war. I guess time will tell. Let's see in the next couple of days, weeks, and months where we go from here.
Someone said this is going to be a morale boost for AOM. Is it likely AOM will launch a counteroffensive? And I think the problem with that is AOM and Frat basically live on like opposite sides of the map, and so to actually kind of deploy against them, like you lose, depending on like how your alliance is structured.
I'm pretty sure I saw an AOM Astra earlier on today that was called evac midpoint.
I do know Fraternity have. We know from the AOM super loss a couple of months ago that Fraternity do have capitals in staying.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, there's a post about Fraternity deploying, but I don't think they'll have enough numbers to do anything. Like, you lose a lot of your stuff, and maybe, maybe they weren't that committed in the Delph War, but, like, we definitely saw their numbers significantly dwindle during the Delph War. So.
They were fighting Road Capel in the north at the time, and that apparently was more important than the war in the south that they were committed to.
Yeah. But also you have, like when you deploy, you just lose a percentage of your numbers. And yeah, someone's just said in the chat, like, AOM doesn't have a huge force projection capability, and, like, yeah.
Well, if I'm using Jeremy logic correctly, no one has much of a force projection ability until they do.
Exactly.
right?
Oh.
The Keepstar is repairing again, by the way, just so everybody's aware.
Yeah, because
You mean healing? It's healing, right?
Stay glued right here as the Keepstar heals one more time.
It's got to heal. Just like Mavel has to go take credit for toasting an iHub.
That you clearly toasted.
At least I undock Spicy.
Uh-oh.
Hey, at least I toasted the iHub.
I thought Fire toasted the iHub.
You couldn't have toasted the iHub because you didn't undock.
Where's your proof?
The BRs.
Find the pudding, dude. The proof is in the pudding.
Also, like our timer board, where like we've basically like refed whatever the fuck we wanted in impasse, and like there was no objections.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's that pretty much that's pretty much everything, right? But I did want to ask you guys. So I don't know if you noticed or not. You might have. There's a filter on my E window. Do you like it better like that or like that?
Like that or like that? You want?
Well,
do the before and do the
some
after again.
dumbass in initiative called McSlagger decided to kill my my shuttle.
I think it looks better without the filter. Like it's brighter.
It looks even better with this one.
My mind. No, that's awful. That's really awful.
No, it's not.
Looks
it's
like
good.
really blue. It is. It's awful. That is truly awful. Redline.
It's very. It's not the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when are you deleting this Discord?
That's okay. No, he's got to delete the New Eden Post one first, and then he can delete this one.
No, I disagree.
I disagree with you.
I don't care what you think.
I don't care what you think.
Fade 1DQ about it.
Oof. Well, anyways, I think that's about it for us, right? We're just gonna devolve this into shit talking to each other, aren't we?
Yeah, we can start some shit talk. I'm pretty comfortable in saying that.
Is that what we're gonna do? Is that what we're gonna do today? We're gonna talk shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wait an hour and a half, Redline, you're forcing Mav to do Trash Talk Thursday.
Oh fuck!
He already said it was cancelled.
No, I changed the time for Trash Talk Thursday. It's like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. now.
So
is it
Thursday?
Good question. Where is?
Is it not full HD?
It's pixelated.
By the way, reminder.
It's 720p.
The Excel spreadsheet World Championships is this weekend.
What?
They're having an Excel spreadsheet championship.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And it's like 8 players should dominate. But there's an American, an Indian, and